Hello everyone, I'm MegaMr46. I do want to talk to you guys just for a bit. I know, well, it's nothing, it's not a response or anything like that, it's just feel like I want to talk to you. And this bonus content, for those guys who don't know, I usually keep up with the movie trivia Schmoedown. Well, we are on the road. Because first, it's the, as I do want to make sure to do a, thing. And yes, I did the movie trivia Schmoedown on last year with, of course, the with the Spectacular, with the Schmoedown Spectacular 3. Right after Who's the Boss had been right after Who's the Boss had been defeated by the Shire Wolves, Andrew Guy came up and just hugged him goodbye. But then it turned into an unfortunate backstabbing, where he felt betrayed. And I felt bad for, of course, for Ben Bateman, who had been speared by the annoying Guy. Well, yeah, because that is his last name, Andrew Guy. And yes, and he really is annoying. But thankfully, he's been recovered on the exhibition match. When he commentated for the exhibition match, as he co-commentated with Cam Knapsack. And that was the exhibition match. And then at Chicago, which is, of course, no secret, it's my least favorite city. Not just because of the athletes, like wrestlers, but the sports team as well. But the sports team also are terrible, in my opinion. But right after the match with the Odd Couple, with Mark and Draco and Jeff the It Factor Snyder, and Roxy, the manager. Well, even though I tried to shake their hands, but they had turned their back on the Schmoedown. First with the two not shaking the hands of Who's the Boss. But here comes the icing on the cake, or should I say, a defiant on the cake. Is where Roxy came up and she slapped. And she just slapped the crap out of Ben Bateman. And then Andrew Guy, of course, right after that, he just laughed and taunted. He laughed and taunted to Ben Bateman. And he said, of course, at Houston, after Andrew Guy wins, Ben Bateman's career, Schmoedown days will be over. His career will be over. But although in Houston, gonna be live in Houston for the movie trivia Schmoedown, live at the Booker T Arena, home to the two-time WWE Hall of Famer Booker T. Well, one for the single run in 2012. 2013. Yeah, he was inducted that year. And he was recently inducted in April as a tag team with his brother, Stevie Ray, for Harlem Heat, famous tag teams in WCW. So it'll be Andrew Guy versus Ben Bateman. Yep, I'm looking forward to this. And for the singles match, and Ben Bateman's Schmoedown career is indeed on the line against Andrew Guy. Hey, if Triple H saved his own career not once but twice in New York, so for Ben Bateman to save his Schmoedown career, why the hell not? But I think it'll be right after the teams match of the Founding Fathers, courtesy of John the Outlaw John Roca and Dangerous Dan Murrell, going against Double Toasted. And that's what I've, And that's what I've, And that's what I've wanted to hear. So, yeah. So far, yeah. And then we got a replay on Monday with the Founding Fathers versus Double Toasted. I try and remember who was the team of Double Toasted. But then on Friday, May 24th, Memorial Day weekend, is Andrew Guy versus Ben Bateman. And then there's a team's title match on the line, with Shire Wolves versus the Odd Couple coming Memorial Day. Only on Patreon. And then the Kid versus Drew Grant on the anime. Although on Patreon, we're going to have a exhibition match up, and it's not in my favorite category. In the Inner Geekdom match, of course, is Harry Potter. But although I did really enjoy watching the Star Wars League, I usually play, well, even though if I do have a chance to be on the Schmoedown, that's one of the leagues I wanted to play. Well, I give it a try 3, singles, Although my strength is Star Wars, animated, and comic book movies. And my weaknesses are Oscars and famous actors and actresses and romance. And yes, like I say, animated is my strength. And the inner geekdom, Star Wars, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the DCEU are my strengths. For my weaknesses, Middle-earth and Harry Potter. That's my most weakness. Comic books, not from the cinematic universes. And the least of my weakness is Star Trek. But although I do have strengths, the prequels, the originals, the sequel trilogy, and of course, calling out Scrimshaw, calling out Force Center Podcasters, Joseph Scrimshaw. That's always been my favorite. Calling out Joseph Scrimshaw. And my weaknesses: weapons, vehicles, being overconfident, if that's even necessary, and of course, who said it? Mixed bags. And of course, thinking about Alex Damon. And no, guys, not that kind of thinking about Alex Damon. I meant thinking about challenging Alex Damon. Because he is the Star Wars champion. And he is the brains of the Star Wars League. And Joseph Scrimshaw got bested by him 3 times. Well, okay. Well, Sam Witwer once. Okay, yeah. One time that was Sam Witwer. But he got busted by Alex Damon twice. Well, even though he did beat his... Scrimshaw did beat Alex Damon's wife, Molly, and no, I meant the Schmoedown, in the 5-way Schmoedown. Yeah, every time it's like, damn it, Scrimshaw. Well, that's Alex Damon's thing, but he really needs to get the merch like that, called Damn It, Scrimshaw, and Alex Damon's story. You know, because that's why but he's telling more like this, damn it, Scrimshaw. Like he don't sound angry. But me, I get angry. It's like, damn it, Scrimshaw. But, wait, like I said. Although, I did want to say, of course, that I root for Alex Damon, you know, of Star Wars Explained. But hey, yeah, and I did write, I'm calling you out, Joseph Scrimshaw, and I blame him for getting the wet erase and not a dry erase marker. Because that right there, it's like, damn it, Scrimshaw. When I was playing the Patreon exclusive of Kevin Smets versus versus Hector Navarro. Right? Though I still have interest in playing along at the Schmoedown with the Star Wars League. Like I say, even though I do want to say, of course, though in singles or in teams, I know my animated movies, I know my Star Wars, I know my comic book movies, and of course, in Intergeekdom, know my Star Wars, know my comic book movies, don't know much about Wizards, and the Star Wars League, I know the Skywalker saga, and I am still calling out Joseph Scrimshaw. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for my bonus content, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed it. They really do. Because, like I say, in case if I don't have any topics, like for Marble Tuesday, Wednesday Awakens, or Randomizer, here's a bonus content to keep you guys entertained. But if you guys want to talk about something, I'd be happy to, give you leave me a message, and I'd be able to call you and yes, to feature our conversation for bonus content, whether geek or, or anything, or anything non-geek in this. Because I would be happy to talk about it. And although I will say, of course, that, of course, I would definitely do bonus content. Alright, guys, that's gonna be about it for this. I will see you guys next time, and thank you for listening into the bonus content.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.